The name of this poem is Cannibal by Stanley M. Bonner. This is not in whispers and screams. For 50,000 years, I was the great stone face. I watched eternity twisting in urgent, meandering fits of power. Above mayhem and madness, I towered. I was motionless. My insidious social influences relentlessly pretend to swim like spacewalkers. To the lion-hearted in the pretty city, out in the street playing blam, crunch, ow, this is not about the fight against the proud, ugly 12 and the controversial bathroom graffiti. It does not stop the jeering, no matter how inconsistent with my current modus operandi. I had a good burn going when you called, upsetting my spiritual calm. The night was like a drunken clown in a gay bordello. The moon is blue between my fingers in the metal easternmost corner of the sky. A cop checked my license to wear a gorilla suit. I got busted instead for throwing turds at cameramen and cursing at the sky. The judge said case dismissed, the most beautiful words in the English language. A baboon discreetly sneezes. With a terrifying host of services, it could be a very utmost thing indeed, like the end of the world all over. There it goes again with its attendant fear of attracting too much attention from the abstract secret bourbon tablets of the Baron's Buxom luxury oracle, or grisly thunderheads and pitchfork lightning galloping herds of cyclone calamity, or die in an attitude of prayer, with abrasions and contusions in real life for sure. Implosion infinity, jump into it anywhere. Let's celebrate with this vulgar equalizer. The star-spangled thingamajig enables requests. You may call in technical advisors. You may call the jeweler of escapology for his implicit geometric history. Cavalier Louis, a howling Himalayan guide, and the Mediterranean circus sun, Boyo Gabo Lam Rio Go Lightly, just can't get in. A rash of new evidence from his navel to his knees. Head smashed in buffalo jump, just can't get out. The lab tests are negative, the most beautiful words in the English language. A nostalgic instigation asks, in other words, why come you be so like you is? Pluck your magic rubber ducky and a spoonful of your jelly box blues. I'm a bewitched hyper dog on a moonlit night. I got screaming bloody murder basement blues. I got 8.5 eyes. I don't know why I didn't bring my friend with me. I don't know why I'm 1,000 miles from the border. I don't know why I'm here. Think of my great-grandnieces and nephew as you who do hoodoo too micromanage us into another ice age. Worse, the specter of omnicide. At 7:35 Eastern Daylight Savings Time, someone disguised as God turned off the world. While you race to hell with registered fools, Mr. Resident, a help button should go wherever you do. When you're getting there, scary shards of alternate state zipping zoning shimmers pulsating with vibrant life and scrambled kinetic mists. You can't tell what is the how of it and every what if it could be or who's doing what to who. Welcome to the lowest common denominator. A roller boy skates by wearing a Nuke the Wells t-shirt. Mopheads gather and discuss reforming for the sake of the art and to fill this desolation. Super Carrot approaches too with his spear, his frisbee, and a lead ball. But this cannot be for real this early in the week. Two winos lift up their bag in greeting as we walk by. My croquette had $1 million stuffed in her brassiere and a pocket full of magnesium dimes. She smokes unmentionable nightmares and inflames dreams. She is edible in a circle of ugly. She was down to earth with the state of the art. She's meaner than a pregnant water buffalo with a toothache. I aged 100 years the night she left me holding the phone. Yet, still, but she was so beautiful it made me want to cry. One wino nudges the other, and they watch her with mischievous X-ray eyes and primal telepathic yearning. We all coexist to survive. Just common enough being wet when it's raining. Still, feast your eyes on these beauties. Yes, beautiful fantasies for you to enjoy, flirt with, titillate, and bedazzle, blase, blase, blase. Oh, to kiss the bobadillo with the young bush, as fine a bit of fluff that's ever come down the pike. I saw her face flash on and off, and the pistols wink at each other as execs walk by, as the cops walk by, and John tries to swallow himself. Even Dr. Twilight has appeared. A figment of my imagination just got up and walked out. A lithe elk hound leaps through the thicket, pauses, looks left, then bolts away. For him, life's more dangerous than being a Kennedy and harder than being black. Mr. Big slithers by on his bloated belly, his eyes crazy when he talks about a secret phone company police force. Women he doesn't even know throw their panties at him. Here comes the video king. I can hear him way over here. Behind his tinted glasses, he had eyes this big. He takes a drug that makes the grotesque look beautiful. He's been a gouster all his life. I am the result of 6,497 world-ending decisions. I am an endangered species. I have a low attention span. I am a 13-year-old with an AR-47 and a crouched, toxic, masculine culture and whose anti-life yakety-yak time heralds emptiness. Ain't no telling what will happen. What did I do wrong? I didn't know it was wrong. I don't even like walking around here anymore. The more I know, the less I know. I monkey dogs, you monster gates. I deuces while and my sweat glands just walk. Now we will measure the length of the swan neck candelabras. I'm working pro bono catching on the data beach, Pink Sunday. I'm standing in line for my $5 million facelift in a blizzard of needles and knives, having a good time up here, refreshing in the bathtub with the solar warden and the terror absolutist, and my super amalgamated friend Benny, who cries endless tears enough to drown the sun, and the two-headed pandemonium, the baddest motherfucker in the goddamn world, who breathes lightning and a twist. But I was dismayed, dismissed, disgraced, displaced and disallowed and disavowed, disorientated, discombobulated, and an amalgamated infusion of being just saturation dissed. Falling deeper into the abyss of misery, I pace my eye to a brick wall. Rain slithers through the cracks. With mountains of teeth to climb in the brain of God, Marilyn stomps holes in the earth, her antlers rake the sky. She who be the epitome of all carbon could hope to be. Confabulations of meteor entrails swarm, peaking, riding the crest of rainbow, bursting with radiance before a 1,000 light-year gash across the Milky Way's hallelujah face. Beyond the flashing cut of memory, I'm holding on for the life of me, while on yonder street she waits in tune, like the dream of an angel. Aphrodisiac, necessary yang. Her legs were paradise, but she had handcuffed contempt. I put them on by myself, and things came tumbling down. For 50,000 years I was the face of the cliff, stony but populated by pleasantly tempered spirit glowflowers and sparkling transvestite chrononauts suffering from aggravated temporal displacement and negative body self-image. Midnight bridge down to Rubber City for a pile of meat. A little makes you sniff for more, a lot makes you gasp. I was ossified and had dreams of still. The universe is in my head, but I was destined to darkest diversion. I kept irregular hours, soul over the counter, ready to serve some famous dude. With wild mystery mongrels at midnight, I had endorphic ways. Behold my manly beauty, with Herculean physicality. I had high-wire dream blues like a launch sequence flashback. Positively plastic, panting pussies privately per possessive pronouncement, prostrate per the peculiar particular predicament, and on purpose persuaded by powerful, perpetually passionate Philistine projections and fabulous February purples, in perilous proximity to piercing pyro players' proximity. Oh shit. I was doing so good.
Keep it rolling.
Positively plastic panting pussies privately Possessive pronouncement prostrate per the peculiar particular predicament, and on purpose persuaded by powerful, perpetually passionate Philistine projections and fabulous February purples in perilous proximity to piercing pyro players' paralyzing paraphernalia, and, she said, ponderously, playfully, platypus. Blue-white hot forked suns lick nerve endings stretched tight across black space. Bends me over and says goodbye, and I cry green magic and enchantments too, lost within an interstellar, multi-dimensional subterranean safari. In these moods of Eusychia, I saw 12 phantasmal dancers named Pearl. Through freezing mud, the essence of no drug hangs from the calloused hand of a tired gravedigger. It's a new thunder, but it's an old sky. It's a walking ocean, twice and aroused. Life is good, be happy. Be in the now, that's the only time that ever is. Tomorrow is merely the dream of today, to glide across the simmering sea, blue and spellbinding and forever on, between a pop and a tap. Mr. Stegosaurus nods to the speaker. Menstrual blood in the soup. Pentagrams on the floor. Conch in the celestial choir. White flashes of a ghost-like face fade in elastic smoke. The stealer of soul kills the glimmer people in the worst possible way. It was cause for concern, more than a bit out of time, but less difficult than watching serial killers die. On his square hog, sharp-spurred he rides, a bulldog with buzzsaw teeth. Apocalyptic Sam was the cosmic egg in a dead spaceship, who becoming progressively schizophrenic or possessed by the devil. When his psychiatrist and his exorcist abandoned him, the man-eater took a page from the book that conquered humanity and stabbed his mother to death with an exversionoid axe 23 times. Was it trauma or karma, or was it secret freak? A shivering triple whammy, no looking back, more of the same. Rip insiders, not dead yet, no cease and desist. Mortified by these antics on delusion subsist. Marketable overkill shut the open forth. Aim ridiculous loot. Emasculate needle dogma. Right idle fire. But what of the people that want to kill me for no apparent reason? They can't explain why at the scene of the crime. Hump a skunk's ass. Not everyone has a river in their closet they can dream on. Dressed to the nines for the paparazzi bloom, as decision stress tests for peak performance comfort food. And as an extra incentive, a sure thing, especially attractive, imperial alpha woman. She rode upon an emerald palomino on a windy, misty shore, a horse made of promises and vapors and half-dreams. I shouldn't have, but I can see her plainly. You'd think she would have disappeared. When she cracked that thing on me, broke it across my mouth with all due celebrity, grabbed hold of me by my very most impersonal vertebra, with its oh yeah, wow, a new way in a new way. The duty was opaque mission, shrewd and ecstasy election types. Arms tomorrow nibble even Sunday's story. And the more explicit general, geeking and reeking, fell from the tangled pale of stale elves, tells his tale and Mel's nails, set sails, ring bells just for the hell of it. Oh well, ignore the boom of lawyers in a dirty cop soap opera. And still we believe ain't seen nothing yet, of where of more things best to forget. My nightmare scenario is your nightmare scenario. Such a public spectacle for us all. It couldn't be another like the same and almost. Definitive blasphemy yelps, wet, intent, thrill. Mercy's Ying. Nevertheless, you are my biscuit galore, dripping with that sweetness, dripping with that tang. In the wilderness outside or snuggled in the cozy impossible room, fur gates harmonize the fluid synchronicity, no longer starving just to breathe. No fear approaching the fierce blue flame, no hammerfish crippler, nor kink sublime in merriment. So initiated 3 challenges to mighty ruination, for nothing greater is there to lose. You are my moonlight whisperer, like air, like orange dew, like Somerset evenings. 2 quotes in a wise chorus from them until sway megaliths won't be denied each golden drop, none more precious than thee. In the very darkness, eclipse underworld of shadow night, one spark so brave and beautiful will ignite the dormant mountain and bring festival to all folk. Good cheer in the country, good cheer in the shameless village, where the river of whispers drowns in a sea of screams. 50 oaths in a mellow chorus have lived each line of each verse, indelible cat, insurmountable truth tattooed on the juicy gossamer cheeks of those chubby cherub clouds floating high above the earth, taking acts untold gargantuan hymn to murky eminence. The amateur numeral disrobes in token eloquence a cosmic siege of sighs, heartbeats fiercely living, near the swaying slick green edges, and the universe is fragile, find me in thy gutter smell, or start tripping in the splendor of it all. Beautiful as metaphysical jazz, free stickman. And that's it.